Seekers of the world, welcome back to my channel. Zenergy Tarot, where we find the Zen within. 1111 portal. This is my favorite portal, only because this number is very significant in my life. From way before awakening, way before I met God, way before anything spiritual. I was still atheist at that point. Yeah, I was still an atheist. So my grandmother, my mom, and I all share this odd, coincidental, which we all know don't exist, number that we always seen on the clocks. And we did not know this for years until we all got much older. I don't know, probably, I might have been close to 30 actually. I'm pretty sure I was close to 30. Anyhow, we all see 1111 on the clock. So 1111 every year has always been very significant for me. Oh my goodness. Okay, last read I pulled out South Node. This read pulling out North Node. If you don't know your North Node, which if you're on my channel you probably already do, if you don't know your North Node, please find out your North Node. astrocafe.com. There is a link on my page in my description box. All the links are there, how to donate, all the fun stuff. But I did put up an Astro Cafe link because I believe it is that important. What do you need to release? Which again, this is 1111 portal, which is obviously a time of manifesting. The only way to manifest is to release those things that are blocking you. Release those things that are holding you back. Release those thoughts that are holding you back. You know, that's what we all need to work on. Yes? Yes. Wow. Step out of your comfort zone, North Node, because anytime there's a portal around, it's a time to step on the gas. It's not time for breaks. It's not an eclipse season. It's time to step on the gas. That's what Spirit's saying. It's time to step on the gas. And I'm taking that for myself. So let's dig into tarot. I think, yeah, we will do a 1111 portal Tree of Life spread. What is it that Spirit wants us to know? That's always my question, okay? I never have any specific questions. I only do that for the collective. I want to know what Spirit wants me to know. I want to know what my higher self wants me to know. You know, because then they're like, oh God, okay, let's appease their little silly little questions, their little 3D questions, or whatever it is. So that's my intention is, what does Spirit want us to know? What does the Divine Mind want us to know? What does Divine Intelligence want us to know? Tree of Life spread, we're going into the root chakra. I'm sorry, the root position. Number 10, Justice card. Lovely, lovely, lovely. The Justice card. In our, root. Foundation is the more proper term. In the foundation, I'm going to do a lot more learning on this because I know that I'm onto something that nobody else knows. So anyhow, okay. With the Justice card being in your foundation, that is lovely for the collective, meaning that we are getting and are sitting in justice. The foundation is justice. So what does that mean? That means that everything is balanced in your foundation. That is why it is the Libra sign. The scales. Libra loves balance. Scales, the yin and the yang, both sides. And so, wow. There's some bondages, like I just said, that we need to release, that we're unaware of. What do you need to release? What is it? Well, it's something that you're unaware of, something that the collective is unaware of. Why do I say that? Because this is the subconscious position, and it's the Devil card. Those bondages, you really don't actually know what they are. So what does that mean? That means you need to meditate, like deep meditation. deep meditation, like the whole thing. You know, not the 5 minutes at the grocery store before you walk in or something, you know, like the whole thing. Wow. So in our emotional relationship position here is the High Priestess. So this is lovely to see here. This is the Spirit saying, trust your intuition when it comes to anything in your emotional relationships. And I'm not just talking about your person, your wife, your husband. I'm not talking about, you know, your lover. This is all relationships. Trust your intuition about them. Which ones are benefiting you? Which ones? And I don't mean like, oh, get anything you can out of somebody. I mean something that is benefiting your spirituality, something that is benefiting your subconscious, something that is feeding you. Because I know you, and you are feeding them. Anybody that you're around, you're giving them nuggets. You're giving them little Easter eggs wherever you go. So make sure that you're getting something back from the other person, because a lot of people love to just learn because you know a lot more than what they do. And then next thing you know, you're just, all you are is a teacher, and they are just sitting there, you know, for free. You know, you should start charging this person, as is almost what's coming out here. I don't know why that is, but so in your communications and career position is the Page of Wands. So this is the collective. Spirit saying that the collective needs to stay and get and be passionate about what it is that they're doing, because this is the only way that you're actually going to make money, that you're going to be emotionally fulfilled, you're going to be able to move forward, you're going to be able to survive the day. You know, is to be passionate about any and whatever it is you're doing. I used to have a job cleaning a cafeteria and a bathroom at a medical facility. It was a 4-hour block job, and I'm gonna tell you what, you could eat off the toilets. Okay, whoa, so I'm getting crazy here, but yeah, you could literally eat off these toilets. And it was the most fun. I made it fun. I mean, I danced with the backpack. So anyhow, you know, just stay, get passionate about what it is that you're doing to make ends meet. You know, there's already enough negativity with the whole world. So, you know. Anyway, so now we're gonna go to the heart of it all. Oh boy. The heart of it all, why we're here. This is the main heart of the entire read, and it is the Ace of Wands. So, a new passionate beginning. You're feeling very... I'm not going to say that there is a new passionate beginning. What I'm going to say is you feel brand new. You feel a brand new passion about yourself. And if you don't, this is Spirit stepping in and saying you need to feel a passion about yourself. Don't feel, you know, we are constantly sucked into social media and constantly scrolling, and we're passionate about somebody else's passion. You know, and this is the age of Aquarius, so this is why we're seeing so many content creators showing up every single day. There's billions of hours uploaded every second. And so it's time to be passionate about yourself. I believe that's what I'm going to title this. So we have the Magician on the bottom. I had not got there yet. So now we're going to go into... Okay. We're going to go into your helpful matters position. This is the Two of Wands. And so normally this is almost, I'm not going to say a negative card, but it's normally a card of like, you know, and this is funny because it's more wands. And so you're not going to have to just continue to sit around and wait if you can get passionate about yourself. You're going to stay. This is why this is in this position. You're going to stay in this Two of Wands position, looking, wanting, waiting, wishing, looking out the window during a rainstorm. And so you can stay in that as long as you're not passionate about yourself. But if you can get passionate about yourself, then we can turn that Two of Wands into the Three of Wands into the Four of Wands. So now in your difficulties position is that Knight of Cups. So this is the collective having a difficulty being able to show and give and care about love. And this is you don't have to be an intuitive. All you have to do is check a few comment sections of any of these reads, and you will find there's a lot of jaded people out here. Lots and lots of jaded people out here. And they will all blame the majority, I'll say. I won't say all. The majority of them will all blame the other person. And, accountability is so far from anyone's mind because we're just programmed to think a different way. But I'm not going to get into any of that. But Spirit's saying, it's okay to love. It's okay to share love. And I don't mean with your lover. I mean with the world. With the world. The cashier. The person that's in front of you at the cash register, or the one that's behind you, the person that's coming in the door, all of these people. And I don't mean give them a big fat hug and a kiss on the cheek. I just mean give them real eye contact. Like real eye contact. How often, ask yourself this, how often do you get real eye contact with people? And I'm getting goosebumps getting into, I didn't know I was going to get into this, but I'm a Scorpio, so when I look at somebody, I don't look at somebody, I look in them, and it's kind of scary for them, and it's kind of scary for me sometimes, but it's necessary. We're all people. We all live on the same earth. There's no reason that we can't look each other in the eyes, and if we can't, there's a problem. So we're going to go past that. I don't want to stay in there any longer. I've already stayed there way too long. So we're going to go to your responsibilities. And this is an interesting card to have in this position. The Seven of Swords. So you're actually being called to be responsible for your information. To keep it a secret. Okay, don't go running around telling everybody everything. When I was first awakened, I wanted to. Now, luckily, it was kind of like, I had like I don't know. I can't wait to be able to dive a little bit more deeper into my own past experiences. Oh, that just got me completely sidetracked. Okay, let's recenter, reground, come back. It's not about me. What I'm getting at is you don't need to, you're not supposed to go running out and telling everybody everything about everything that you're learning and trying to wake the world up. The Bible says, our job is to save souls. I have an issue with that. We won't get into it, but you're not going to be able to wake the world up. The easiest way to wake the world up is to just stay awake and you just do you. You don't, it's not your job to wake the world up. But if you just lead by example, you do you. It's inevitable. They're either going to pick up what you're laying down or they're not. That's just all there is to it. I've been sitting here on this platform now for like 2 years. if you crammed it all together, maybe a year and a half. I don't know. And you know, I'm at not even 500 subscribers yet. So you see, this is something that you can't expect everyone to be on your level off rip. Because it happened to you instantly doesn't mean it's going to happen to other people instantly. You know, that's what spirit, that's what I'm trying to get out. So and I got redirected, and you know, so that's really the bottom line is, just because it happened fast for you doesn't mean it's going to happen fast for them. And the realization that sets you off in your awakening is not going to set another person off into their awakening. Your truth is not their truth. Your perception is not their perception. So now in your difficulties, ooh, I felt like a dagger right there. Yeah. And this is like I said, it's the collective has been they're so jaded because they've been so taken advantage of, lied to, and just because the collective's difficulty and the things that are blocking the entire collective is pain, suffering, sorrow, hurt, scars from old past lovers. You know, we've all had it happen. But here's the thing, it's because we need to, the only way that we're able to understand unconditional love is if we can understand conditional love and betrayal. It's the only way. So now we know what conditional love is. If this, then this. You know, it's no different than the programming of a computer. You know, and the divine's goal was to create sentience. You know? So are we really truly sentient? You know? Because is sentience subjective or is it really objective? And so, yeah, I don't know why it's like for a whole nother different channel, different podcast. But so, you know, the collective is just hurt. And that is the reason why it's so hard to move on and to move forward and to be emotionally fulfilled, to move into the North Node, to move into our path, our purpose, because we have all of this past trauma that none of us know how to deal with. Other than going and spending a whole bunch of money here and a whole bunch of money there and eating these pills, you know what I mean? It's like, ay. But there is a much easier way. There's a much easier way. It's so easy. It's so easy. Was that a reversed card? No. Okay. There's a much easier way, and that is to go within. How do you go within? Meditate. You know, this is how I came to the realization that Jesus was a mystic. It was during a meditation, and I wasn't meditating even on Jesus or the Bible or any of that. And all of a sudden, all of this stuff and came like the Matrix, like a whirlwind of information all at once, and I understood every bit of it like that. But the very final thing was Jesus was a mystic. Why? Because he went to the woods to meditate. He didn't go, yeah, he did some prayer, but he went to the woods and meditated. And the Bible, over and over and over and over and over again, it says, meditate upon this. Meditate upon these things. Meditate. And he would go to the woods. He would separate himself. because he was no different than anybody else. And he was trying to lead by example. And here we are, we turned him into God and worship Jesus instead. So I don't know. So in your number one position in the spiritual... Wow, excuse me, that was it. I just fought a big yawn. There's a possibility of a lot of exhaustion floating around in the collective. A lot of people have had to run a lot faster to stay in the same place. But we have the Page of Pentacles in the spiritual position. And so what that's telling me is, because this is the 1111 portal. It's just a portal of abundance. This is the 8th year. Or it is the year of the 8. I wore my yellow shirt today, by the way, for the abundance manifestation. But with this Page of Pentacles being in a spiritual position, that means our money, our material resources, the way we make money, is shifting. It's changing. Because we have to keep up and catch up and stay up with 2030. Because they are just the same. But they're not telling us about it. And there's nothing to be worried about. That's the thing. If you would realize, if you would know what I know, and if you know what a lot of these people know, there's actually nothing to be worried about. And that's when the vibration raises. When the collective cannot be bothered by all the things that they're throwing at us to try to get you, to try to scare you, to try to fear you. It's over. Game over. Okay. I think I drug that out long enough. By the way, on my secret manifestation deck, I always have sitting the pyrite and the goldstone for obvious reasons. So I did not shuffle this. Whoa, I'm just throwing chunks of deck here. So anyhow, we're gonna go ahead and get our secret manifestation card, which will now turn it into the secret manifestation card, and we will find out what the spirit wants us to work on, to visualize, to focus on with this 1111 portal. I'm only 2 days late on throwing this readout. I've gotten myself into, as usual, too many projects. And it's dragging on a little more, but blah, blah, blah. Who cares? Now we're gonna dive into some Divine Mind real quick. Get some really solid advice. Yeah, this is a level up in the resources. This is a level up in the resources, spiritually speaking. You're going to be able to get paid for your spiritualism. You're not going to have to start a church to pass around a collection plate. No more. So we got some Divine Mind here. I believe on the bottom. Step back. You're being asked to step back from your life in order to gain perspective. When you're too close to a situation, it can be hard to make a decision. Span out and view your life from a distance so you can get the perspective needed. Sometimes we are so zoomed in, you're unable to see anything outside of that very narrow, very microscopic view. That's why there's a microcosm and a macrocosm. You need to be able to do kind of both. Kind of both at the same time almost. Choice. You're being asked to make a choice, which remember we had that Two of Wands up here, and we have the Justice, which I know that's not really, I don't know. Anyways, it's time to decide which path you're going to take. Listen to your intuition. We had that out here also. Time to decide. Eliminate everyone else's input and feel your way into the choice that is right for you. The time is now. The time is always now. If you have to ask when, it's now. It's right now. If you're asking when, what, it's now. It's now. Worth. You're being asked to honor your worth. It can be so easy to feel that we aren't good enough or worthy of happiness. This simply isn't the case. However, you are worthy and you have inherent value. It's time to cherish yourself and set your true worth. It's funny because I was meditating on the collective yesterday in the middle of doing my work here at my house. And this is the card that was in my head, is the worth card, and that you have inherent value. The whole entire collective has inherent value. No matter what's been told you by whomever. You know, and that's not to denigrate like people's constructive criticism maybe on, but you need to have the intuition to know the difference between constructive criticism and somebody who is downright just, you know, being condescending. Sometimes that's not easy because they'll come off as if they're giving you constructive criticism, but in reality they're trying to put you down. They're trying to keep you down. You know, you have to know the difference. Sometimes it's not easy. Sounds like I got a cat messing around back there. I'm not sure what they're trying to do. Anyhow, we will flip over our psychic reading card. I've always loved this deck. It's been my favorite since the day I got every single one of them. I would love to be able to just pull from every single deck, but you guys don't want to sit here that long. But I just love pulling cards. Travel. Interesting. Number 34, that is 7. Energy. Relationships, that's the Libra. We've got that out here. Interesting. Love the synchronicities. Okay, here we go. Travel. Your horizons are expanding. Plan the next step today. You have received this card as the universe wants you to know that your hopes and dreams of travel are not far away. Travel is a big part of our lives, whether it is local or overseas. Have you ever dreamt of visiting foreign lands or simply tracing the paths of your ancestors? You may wish to travel to a peaceful beach haven or take time out for a sea change. Travel teaches you about other cultures and what truly amazing and beautiful world you live in. It also helps you to understand the similarities and differences you have with people from other countries. Travel can also help you to unlock hidden areas within your soul, such as your past lives. Have you ever yearned to visit a location but never really understood what it was that was calling you to go there? This may be your past life becoming or beckoning you to discover the hidden treasures that lie within your past. The universe is encouraging you to make plans, visualize a trip, and get ready to pack your bag. Do not procrastinate and worry that you will never be able to afford the dream of your future trip. The universe works in mysterious ways. Once you make a plan, the universe will assist you to make the dream become a reality. The universe and abundance work hand in hand. So if you are meant to go on a holiday and travel to a particular location, then all you need will fall into place. Start planning your trip today and know that your dreams are about to become reality. I mean, it makes me want to buy a ticket. I don't know about you. now we will see what our secret manifestation card is telling us to do. Are you, as you rise higher, you take the world with you? Now, without getting into this card, you know, as you raise your vibration, you're ultimately raising the entire collective's vibration, because you are the collective. We are interconnected. So that is ultimately, it is inevitably, it is unstoppable that you will raise the collective vibration, because there's no limit to the good thoughts you can think, good words you can speak, or acts of kindness you can perform. There's no limit to how high you can increase your frequency. Your positive frequency emanates out like the ripple from a stone thrown into the water, touching our planet and every living thing on it. If you throw a rock into the water and just watch the ripples, watch what they do, and as soon as it hits anything, they ripple off, and the ripples actually split up into more other different smaller ripples. So it's not like, you know, that's the beautiful thing about never knowing how much we actually affect somebody, because the thing that affected the person that you affected, they now actually go and they affect somebody else with what you affected them with. And then that person, so you see what I'm saying? So when that ripple starts to bounce off of other objects, it does another double ripple bounce. It's beautiful to watch. I love doing it. But so anyhow, with that, I'll leave you with this. Please watch your thoughts. They will manifest into your words. Watch your words. They will manifest into your habits. Watch your habits. They will manifest into your caricature. I will see you on the north side.